Good morning, everybody. This is Author at On the Block, and the right microphone working. Please, if somebody could tell me if my microphone is working well. Okay, this is it. It is, I'm actually a little bit early today. It is 10 a.m. Wednesday morning in the East. Welcome, 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 everybody. Okay, we had some exciting news. I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to go and I'm going to go out on a limb today. I'm going to throw out a crazy theory that I presented to a group on Clubhouse last night. And we'll talk about it a little bit. It's about Bitcoin. It's about China. I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. I think it's possible. Very, very interesting. So we're going to get right started. I know I'm supposed to wait a little bit and vamp for a bit and let everybody come in, but whatever. We'll get started in a second. I will tell you, I have been gotten this question before. So right here, people asking me what this is, what this picture is. Two people texted me in the past few days. This is a picture right here. It's on my wall. It's a picture of my family on the Great Wall of China. That is actually on the Great Wall of China. I'm doing this backwards. That's pretty cool. I don't want to tell you the year, but it was a long time ago. And that's my family. That's myself when I was probably 20. That's my brother, and we are drinking 2 Heinekens on the Great Wall of China at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So that is the answer to that question, what that was. If anybody can give me a comment, can you hear me in the comments down below? I want to make sure that my audio is working because I replugged in my audio. And we're going to go ahead and get right started now. Drink a cup of coffee, and here we go. Let's get right to the markets. Where are we? Let me share my screen correctly. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. This is what we want to see. This is where we are today. Now, the good news today, we are seeing a lot of green. Much, much nicer than yesterday. Yesterday morning, everything was red. Everything was red, and that was not a whole lot of fun. Okay. Bitcoin up at 33. Now, Bitcoin bottomed yesterday at 28.8, 28.6 in that range. And we will talk about that as to whether that is Bitcoin's bottom. So here's what I want to talk about. And I'm going to throw this out and stay with me for 1 minute when I talk about this. So Israel announced yesterday, 2 days ago, that they have actually tested. It was actually unknown to the government that the financial department of the government or some of the senators or their version of senators didn't realize they were that far advanced, but they tested a digital shekel. So a digital fiat currency, I want to call fiat currency, a digital Israeli currency. China has its own digital currency, the digital yuan. And I don't believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, but the digital yuan. Let's add to that China has booted most of its crypto miners. China accounts for 75% of the hash rate in the world, 75%. And China has booted that business out of their country. Large in part has booted out. Now, who's going to benefit from that? The United States is going to benefit. Number for North America. Tons of computer equipment literally for mining, just crazy numbers. And that is coming to the United States. So the question I ask is, why? Why do this? Now, stay with me on this. I keep saying stay with me. Is it possible with Israel having their own digital currency now, or probably a few years away, but testing it, the digital yuan being tested and being rolled out in China? And certainly, probably this is being discussed at different levels all around the world, that Bitcoin has served its purpose. The blockchain, then Bitcoin on top of it, the blockchain is created. This has all been built. And Bitcoin has now served its purpose. It's now created the functionality so countries can have their own digital currency. They can control their own markets. They have much better control, tracking of their currencies. Is it possible that China is now giving up old technology? It's hard to imagine, but I'm calling Bitcoin old technology. Is it possible that while Bitcoin is growing and it still may go from from 30,000 to 40,000 to 100,000 to 200,000 as this store of value. The actual functionality behind Bitcoin is now becoming old technology. The blockchain obviously is growing and will survive and is growing, more and more things are being built on it, but actual Bitcoin. And I brought this up and we had an extensive conversation on Clubhouse last night. And this was a reasonable question that took people a little bit out of left field, but China just gave up an industry. China doesn't give up industries. China is a very controlling country, and they gave up an industry to the United States, to North America, because they're going in a different direction. Do they know something we don't know? That is something that will take years and years to determine. Let's go look at the markets. Okay. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today, and I'm going to by going back and forth. I had something else I wanted to show you. But so take a look at Bitcoin, 33,925. I knew what I wanted to talk about. We've got Bitcoin, but let's go take a look, and let me see if this opens correctly for you. Let's see if we can open this. Do you guys see this screen? I need to see if you're going to see this screen. If not, I've got to reshare this screen. Give me 1 second. I've got to reshare this screen with you guys. And it's a very interesting Elon Musk-like thing. And okay, here we go. Let's get to the window. Okay, I'm having issues doing this, and I'm going to share my entire screen. And we'll see if this works. And we're going to talk about Elon Musk, okay? And the reason I'm talking about Elon Musk is this, okay? Can we see this now? Here we go. This is going to be interesting for anybody who is a fan, a supporter of Tesla. Let's take a look at my numbers here. By the way, I just realized this is a Q1. In Q1, I did this chart the other day, and I did this video on TikTok, and people were loving this video. Tesla did $438 million in profits in Q1. Okay. Now we know that 100,000 of that was from trading Bitcoin. That means 338,000 were from operations. Let's take a little bit more look here. Tesla has 42,000 Bitcoins. 42,000. Their average buy price was 32,000. When I did this video the other day, Bitcoin's price was at 32.9. Let's change it to 33,900 or so. Bitcoin's average profit, that means their average profit for Bitcoin, $1,900. Their gross profit is 79 million on Bitcoin this quarter. Okay. So that means, let's say, assume their operations haven't changed. Their profit now goes down to 417,000. Tesla's quarter ends in, what day is today? Tesla's quarter ends in 8 days from today. Let's say Bitcoin takes a turn. Bitcoin takes a turn. I've long talked about Bitcoin reapproaching its 20 to 22,000 as the bottom test. That's the all-time high, the high from 2018. Let's say I'm right and it does it in the next 8 days. Bitcoin sinks down, wicks down on the 30th of June at midnight to $22,000. Elon's profit, I'm going to take this, Elon's profit now goes to negative $10,000 a coin. That means he's losing $422 million. Now remember, at the end of the quarter, they have to mark to market. They have to adjust their assets to the current value, the actual value. You can't leave Bitcoin on the books at 42,000, at 32,000 you bought it at. If it's trading at 22,000, you have to mark. They mark to market $420 million, a $420 million loss. If Tesla had a $338,000 operating profit, which is just what they had last quarter, and $420 million trading profit in Bitcoin, trading loss in Bitcoin, Tesla ends up with an $82 million loss because of their investment in Bitcoin. That right there is the reason corporations that aren't, I'm not talking about MicroStrategies or companies that actually are in the investment world. I'm talking about Tesla is a car company. They should not be investing in Bitcoin. There is no reason for them to be investing in Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin goes down, Tesla is going to feel it in their stock badly, because this is what's going to happen to Tesla, and they should never, ever. And you hear the Winklevoss twins, the Facebook guys, the old Facebook guys, they've done a lot since, but they're pushing all these corporations are going to get involved in Bitcoin. Absolutely not. Tesla shows a $420 million loss. Nobody is touching Bitcoin from a corporate standpoint, which I don't see actually as a problem. I think that's really the way it should be. So, okay, that's my little bit on Tesla and where I think that's going. Now let's go ahead and get back to crypto, and let's get back to here we go. Let's get back to the charts for the day. We've got a lot of interesting charts to take a look at today. We will go take a look at Bitcoin. Let's go take a look right now, straight into the Bitcoin charts. Here we go. I'm learning the technology. Here we go. Okay, so let's step back for a little bit and see where we are in Bitcoin and where this is going. This, I do not, by the way, I'm not 100% comfortable in this analysis that we found a bottom yesterday. Right here is where everybody's talking about this 28.6 or so, 28.6, 28.8, somewhere in that range. The actual low yesterday was 28.8. That was a wick down, and we haven't seen the panic selling that we really, really expect to see. We had thought right here, we had triple bottom, 1, 2, 3, but we talked about this yesterday. We keep coming down. There are buyers in here. There's buyers at 31, buyers at 31. We keep touching it. Those buyers keep buying. And there's less and less of those buyers in at 31. Boom, we wicked down to 28.8. It took out the buyers. The buyers came in and boom. Buyers came in and actually boom, right back up. The question is, we took out all the buyers between 31,000 and 28.8. There is nothing. We burnt through all of those buyers all the way down to 28.8. So let's take a look where we are trading. And this is what I'm concerned about. So here we're looking at these charts. Here we've got this hammer right here. This was an obvious reversal right here. We had an obvious reversal right here on this yesterday right here, this candle right here. That was an obvious reversal. It went all the way down. Bitcoin goes down. They open up in this 4-hour stretch. Bitcoin sell, and all of a sudden, boom, no, we're not leaving. This is way too cheap for us here. But so now where do we go? And this has actually turned. Since I started this live, this has turned. Okay, I will tell you, we've gone a little bit negative in this, and none of this matters in the real long term. It's just where we're looking at where we're looking for our bottom and where we're looking to see this go. Here, these three candles, these 3 doji candles, 2 are definitely ones this one we're in the middle of trading, but these 2 doji candles really, really look like they should be a reversal on this 4-hour trend. And with a complete overbought market right here, which is what we're looking at, guys. We're looking at a complete overbought situation right here. Way overbought. We've got indecisive doji candles. If we don't step back, and remember, we've talked about this for quite some time. Here's this downward trend line. I keep drawing on this. I apologize. Here's this downward trend line right here. We broke through it, but we were unable to hold this. We came down. We tested it again. We were unable to break through. We broke down. We are right back up here. Unless we, for some reason, are able to break through this, this is the daily chart, this is the 4-hour chart. Unless we're able to break through this, we are going to roll over, which is really what those doji candles look like they're saying to us. They look like they're saying the oversold stochastic, the overbought stochastic. We break down, and then this is another leg down. Whether we hold it this 28.8 and this becomes some sort of support level for us, these are short term. There's nothing in this. We're looking for bottom. We're looking for some indication. I don't have I'm not buying Bitcoin. I am not touching Bitcoin. Anything you're looking at right now are long-term, and it would not be in the Bitcoin because everything is following Bitcoin. If you look at Bitcoin dominance, where is my Bitcoin dominance? Here we go. This continues. Let me get this into a daily chart, right? When people ask me why the difference between daily charts and hourly and 4 hour. So the reality is, the longer the chart, the bigger the time frame, the stronger the indication. So if you have a daily chart and those indications are stronger than a 4 hour or a 1 hour chart, when you're looking for day trading, you can't wait for a 4 hour change in the chart. So you're looking at much shorter term. You're looking at much shorter. You're looking at 1 hour. You're looking at day trading, and even shorter than that. 4 hours. I like the 4 hour chart. I like to confirm it with the daily. I like to confirm it with the hourly to make sure what I'm seeing. And that's actually one of my biggest trading way I trade, is looking at the hourly for the indication, looking at the 4 hour for the confirmation, and then making the trade. That's the standard that I use when I'm looking for swing trading. Those two, hourly, switching back to the 4 hour. And we could talk about that, but here is this dominance. This is Bitcoin is everything in this market, and altcoins are getting destroyed. But when this turns and these altcoins start to move, the dominance is going to go down. We're up we're up close to 50. We're getting close to 50 on this dominance. Okay, that is a big number. That is a big number. We've been way down here for quite some time. We've been down below this 50 mark, and I still think that over time now, Ethereum is going to take over Bitcoin on this dominance, on the crypto dominance. So, but let's quickly go back to the chart. We'll take a look at some other charts before we finish up. We've got a few other interesting charts to take a look at. So what do we have with Bitcoin here? We've talked about this. This is, we've got this whole area right here that there's not a whole lot of, this trading is it right here between 31 and 20,000. And this is all the trading. This is it. It blew through this 2018 high right here and went straight up. There's not a lot of support in between 31,000 and 20,000. There's just not. There's shorter term support levels here in this 24,000 range. But not a huge amount of support or resistance so in this range. So if this rolls over, expect this to go down and test this 28.8, and then we'll have to see where this goes, where the stochastics look, and everything else is looking. Ethereum is doing the exact same thing. We have now hit, and this would be nice. This would be super nice. Here is Ethereum supporting up at this 1700, 1725 range. We are still really 300 points. Now we're 500 points. We were 300 points away from this 2018 high. That 2018 high was January high of 2017, 2018, where 1416 was that high, and we're just 300 points away from it. Now, granted, on the daily basis, the stochastic is showing overbought. Maybe we get some bounces up here. That would be nice to see. The 4 hour chart, again, we are like everything else. Everything else you look at, the 4 hour chart is looking overbought. We had a huge bounce yesterday. Huge bounce after we were done. Now, the one coin I did a TikTok yesterday. Please, by the way, everybody, I keep forgetting. I'm not very good at remember this. Please hit the like buttons down below. It helps. Google loves when we get people liking. We get more people into the lives, and we'll definitely get way more people into the lives. And let's see how we are doing on this live. Okay, we're doing good on the live. Okay, great news. Here we go. Excellent. We are live. Here we go. Okay. I got to turn the volume down or else I'm going to hear myself. Okay. That's it. So we've got that. We've got Ethereum. We've got Ethereum looking for its support levels. Again, what do we do here? Are we buying in at these levels? Until we find a bottom, there's very few things that I'm looking at. Now, I want to show you Solana. We traded Solana yesterday. We got in, and we now in the oversold, because I don't know if we think anything right now is really a buy and hold, because right now Bitcoin takes a crap and goes down to 20 to 22. Everything goes with it. Now, in the long term, like I want to point out the dramatic response of a Solana in yesterday's trading. Solana went down, dipped down here, and is now up 60% since yesterday. Solana is up 60%. Solana is one of those coins right here that has no interest in being cheap. Has no interest in it. Look at that buy. Look at that. That is huge. If you can get Solana, and I don't know if you ever will again, but we're going to keep an eye on this because this is one definitely we want to be getting back into for the long term. If you look at Solana, if you get Solana anywhere in here to the 23 to 25 range, I don't even know if Bitcoin going down to 20 to 22 is going to pull Solana back down. I don't know if that is going to work. I don't know if that'll actually pull it down like that, but Solana is super, super strong. You can look at everything else. And as we go more and more into this, and we've talked about the different types of coins, the Bitcoins, the Litecoins, the Doge coins, that they're simply coins and they're not the functioning businesses behind them where you have Ethereum, Solana, you can go through Matic, ADA, their businesses behind, they have business functionalities behind these products. That is tremendous. That is tremendous when it comes to these. And that is really, really which one of these do you want to look at? You look at ADA. ADA, we keep looking every day. I'm almost on a countdown here. Look at ADA bounce back. ADA bounce back huge. Also back up into this zone that we've been looking at. We've been looking at this zone for, this zone goes all the way back to how long? When do we go back? We got into this zone, I want to say in February. This zone started in February of 2021, and we've stayed. We went out of it for a little time. We dipped down here. We dipped down there. We dipped down here. But what happens? ADA just keeps fighting its way back into this zone. And, of course, you see these huge amounts, this volume coming in. You can tell the coins, the tokens that are really, really waiting for and are going to explode. The ones that are going to explode, the ADAs, the Matics, Solana. Solana is going to simply, if it hasn't started already, Solana is going to simply explode the second Bitcoin calms down. And if it has any resolution on the bottom of Bitcoin, Solana is going to simply explode to the upside. And again, if it hasn't already, I don't know if you ever see Solana at 23 to 25 again. If we do, that is a huge, huge buy zone for Solana. That is a tremendous buy zone. That is it. Doge way down, bounce back up. I know all the Doge fans, the Dojiacs. What are they called? The Doge fans actually have a name. All those Doge maniacs are looking at this as the huge upside, and there's a lot of volume in here. And maybe I'm having problems. Elon Musk has other things to deal with than pumping up Dogecoin. And I think, since that Saturday Night Live, when was the Saturday Night Live? It was all the way back someplace up here, I think was Saturday Night Live, and has done nothing more than just keep tumbling since that point. And I don't know if Elon's got the focus for focusing on pumping up a Dogecoin or sending Doge to the moon. I don't know what he's really thinking there on that. So I think those coins are really not what's going to respond. We're looking right now at ADA, at Matic, at Solana. These are obviously going to explode when this market turns around. And hopefully in the very short term, we see Bitcoin do what it's got to do. Bitcoin is holding up today, but we see Bitcoin do what it's got to do and finish up and make a decision where its bottom is going to be. There is possibility that this is its bottom, that we retest 28.8, and that is Bitcoin's bottom. Not personally buying that's Bitcoin's bottom. I think we have more to go on the downside right here, and I think many other people agree with me on this, that there's no impetus here to make that Bitcoin's bottom. I think it's got further to go on the downside. All right, everybody, that is it. We have done a whole lot of Bitcoin. We've ripped into Elon Musk for a little while and his investment in Bitcoin, and remember the Tesla quarter ends in 7 days from today, June 30th. The Tesla quarter ends, and they're going to have to mark to market the Bitcoin that they own, and that this quarter is not going to be $100,000 profit for them. So that's going to obviously have an effect on the cryptocurrencies, the stock for Tesla, and I'm not a expert in Tesla stock or stock or stock prices, but I think that would affect it greatly. So that is it for today. Please follow us over on TikTok. I keep producing videos. We did this one on Elon yesterday. That one, and we're going to talk a little later on TikTok more about this digital yuan and this digital shekel. All right, everybody, have a great afternoon. Please share this with a friend. Hit the like button down below. Of course, subscribe, and we will keep producing. We'll be back live every day at 10 o'clock, give you the latest crypto news. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day. Go Mets. Andrew Sorrentino, thank you. Go Mets. First place Mets. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.